Shalom. Koholo Yahweh Bahashem. Koholo Yahweh Bahashem. Yahweh Shai Bahashem. Rakahak Radash. Shalom and salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% truth. Shalom to the elder bishops out of Connecticut, the elders and the prophets, the teachers and evangelists of Great Millstone, where I also continue to learn this 100% truth. Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. Back again with another video. This is a sit down. I'm going to entitle it Reprove and Rebuke. This is what we are set up to do as far as elder apostles on down of teaching. Reprove and rebuke. So like it. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So yeah, so you know, this is a video, Reprove and Rebuke. And again, like I was saying, this is what we're set up here to do, is to reprove and to rebuke through the scriptures, to tell our people, let me get it real quick. To tell our people their transgressions against Yahweh and Yahushua, and to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and do what was right. This is Isaiah 51 and 58 and 1. So I can cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. So this is what we are to do. We are to come out here and to rebuke our people and to tell them their offenses against the Most High, Yahweh and Yahushua. We're here to teach the name. We're here to teach the law. We're here to build up faith, but it's going to only be of elect. We're here to teach the correct names of Yahweh and His Son, Yahweh and Yahushua. And that's what we're set up to do. We're here to deliver a message just like it was in the days of old, prophesying of war, pestilence, and famine, and destruction from Yahweh and Yahushua. This is what He was set us up to do. This is Romans 12 and 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, when it says it's written, that's in the Old Testament, vengeance is mine, and I will repay, saith Yahweh. So Yahweh and Yahushua said, vengeance is His. This is it's a precept, but not the precept that I wanted. How about that? Well, no, I'll go to that one first. Ezekiel 25 and 14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall go, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh thy power. So the world, starting with Esau on down, as far as the heathen nations, are going to know the vengeance of Yahweh and Yahushua, because He's going to avenge us. 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. That's right. He's going to recompense tribulation. He's going to put hard times. He's going to put troubles on all the other heathen nations that went against us, that put us in slavery, that beat, robbed, raped, murdered us, falsely accused us, hung us, burned us, castrated us. All these things Yahweh and Yahushua is getting ready to do to these heathen. He hasn't forgot anything. And this is why, Nero is going into, you know, these museums and such, and so wanting us to get rid of the history. I was just this morning watching the history of what is that? Welfare Without a Father. They did us dirty, man. And then I watched a little bit about the history of Jim Crow. So Jim Crow was before the welfare, but Jim Crow was like the 50s, I think the 40s and the 50s, and welfare started in the 60s. But Salaki, but they did us dirty, man. Yahweh Shah didn't forget none of these things, but they want us to forget about them. They want us to, you know, move on from them, so that they can continue to have perpetual slavery over us. This is why that C hip has to come out, because it's inevitable that they have to use it. Jeremiah 10:25. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name. For they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him, and consumed him, and have made his habitation desolate. This is why Yahweh Shah is going to allow us to do the same things they've done to us, but it's going to be in a righteous way. Let's see. First Samuel 15 and 23. For rebellion is as sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh, he have also rejected thee from being king. Even though that was that was to Saul. The prophet Samuel told Saul, because he has rejected, you know, doing the right things and being a king. I mean, you know, doing the right things as far as following Yahweh Shah's word to a T. Yahweh Shah has rejected him as being the king. Let's go to First Corinthians 12 and 4. 1 Corinthians 12 and 4. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are differences in administrations, but the same Lord. And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh in all. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. Every man who's what? Every man who's an Israelite. And not even every man who's an Israelite profits off of the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, because they have a carnal mentality, and they develop that. Salakia. And they developed that through Esau. That's right, with Ezekiel. I'm gonna jump around a little bit. see. I want to get what I'm looking for. Ezekiel 25:7, and it reads, Behold, therefore, I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and I will deliver thee for a spoil to the heathen. This is what has been done to us here in Babylon. And I will cut thee off from the people, and I will cause thee to perish out of the countries. I will destroy thee, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh thy power, because that Moab and Seir do say, Behold, the house of Judah is like unto all the heathen. Therefore, behold, I will open the side of Moab from the cities, and from the cities which are on his frontiers, the glory of the country, Beth Jeshemoth, Belamion, and Kiriath, unto the men of the east with the Ammonites, and will give them in possession, that the Ammonites may not be remembered among the nations. Therefore saith Yahweh thy power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dedan shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh thy power. That's going to be the real reparations when Yahweh Shah comes back. We're going to get the kingdom. We're going to get everything that comes along in the kingdom. We're going to get rulership over the nations. We're going to get power over the nations. We're going to have angelical bodies that we will never die but live forever. This is real. This is seriously. This is real. Not that, you know, it's something, but it is something. We're going to have concubines. You know, we're going to have a lot of things that Yahweh Shah had promised us from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And everything is going to work out. The laws are going to be in our inward parts, so we'll never go off again. We'll know how to carry ourselves. So lucky, this is Numbers 24:18. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession. Mount Seir shall also be a possession. For his enemies in Israel shall do valiantly. Oh boy, I'm trying to get them to roll off the day. Yeah, man, that's a vindication of reparation that's coming to us. Isaiah 52:3. For thus saith Yahweh, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money. Who's going to do that? It's going to be Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah is going to redeem us without money. He's going to take the kingdom by force. Can't wait for that to happen. Every day is a hustle and bustle, man. Every day. Gotta keep pushing. Psalms 83. I'll start at 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They became proud and keeping us in slavery, thinking that it was going to be forever, or hoping that it would be forever. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut off them from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. That's what's going on today. Even though they made a pact with each other a long time ago, this is what is going on today, that they're keeping up with their pact. They're keeping up with the oath that they made with one another to make sure that you Native American Indians, you Spanish, you Latinos, and you Negroes never remember who you are and try to come back to that. You can be anything you want to be in the world. You can be a Muslim, rapper, athlete, porn star, a thief, a crook, actor, whatever, astronaut, a 5%er, whatever you want to be. But you cannot be Israel. You've gone too far with that one. It's too much. But again, Shalakia, man. But and through the scriptures, we teach you reproof, rebuke, and reproof, and we teach you who you really are in the scriptures. We teach you that you are Israel. We teach you that Yahweh Shem Yahshua loves you and only you. And that has rocked a lot of people's boat. That has rocked a lot of people's world. They're angry, and they're going to get ready to come at the prophets and the teachers because the truth is coming out. Damn, man. Oh, Salakia. Luke 177. To give knowledge of salvation unto his people by the remission of their sins. So let's get what remission is for those who don't know. Remission, the cancellation of debt, charge, or penalty. So you see what that is there. So to give knowledge of salvation unto his people by the cancellation of debt and of their sins. So Tawadi Yahweh Yahushai, and this is a promise that we get. You know what I mean? This is a great thing here. Damn. Lamentations 2:15. Oh, okay. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and they wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, which is Zion, which are you Israelites, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? And yes, we are, but we are at a low state right now because this is where Yahweh and Yahushua got us because we failed to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. So we have been cursed, humbled, and brought down very low. It's lucky, man. I'm drinking my herbal tea for the day. This is supposed to, I got it from the herbal store, you know, like the market. And this tea is supposed to be good for lowering blood pressure. Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore, all they that do devour thee shall be devoured. Right? Um, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they shall spoil thee. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. For I will restore healing unto thee, and I will heal thee of the wounds, saith Yahweh, because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Yeah, that's the case. That's the case right now, because again we're in a low state in the world, like I just read, in Lamentations. They look at us and they laugh at us. They look at us and they make fun of us. They look at us and they give bywords. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to go ahead. He's going to rise us up in these last days coming, and we're going to be able to destroy our enemies. We're going to put them in perpetual slavery, and it's going to be, as they say, popping. Isaiah Salakia, 5:21, and it reads, Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes, and prudent in their own sight. So the scriptures is pretty much telling us, and this is what we tell y'all, that y'all real proud, thinking that you know something, you read it unto your own understanding. So that's why Yahweh says, destruction to those who lean on their own understanding and their own and try to walk their own path, when you should be trying to flow with the spirit and please Yahweh Yahushua. Verse 22, Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink, which justify that wicked for reward, and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. Therefore, as the fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consumeth the chaff, so their root shall be as rottenness, and their blossom shall go as a dust, up as a dust, because they have cast away all the law of the Lord of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. Proverbs 17:15, He that justifies the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even though they both are abominable, even they both are abominable to Yahweh. Let's read that again. I feel I read that wrong. He that justifieth the wicked. So for you to vouch for the wicked, saying Esau's okay, he can go with us too when we go to heaven. It's not just for Israelites, it's for everybody. And he that commendeth the just, even they both are abominable to Yahweh. So for you, Jake, understand what I'm just read. For you, Jake, that come on these comment boards, come to the highways and byways, and you go against the scriptures, how they are supposed to be read and taught, saying anything that is against the true name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and the Son, you'll be destroyed for that. Scriptures tell you that you're abomination to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Obadiah 1 and 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau a stubble. And they shall kindle in them, and devour them, and there shall be not any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh have spoken it. and they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain of the Philistines, and they shall possess the field of Ephraim, and Ephraim shall not, and they shall not possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. Salakia, man, I'm getting a little sleepy there. Take a little nappy here. I'll keep this up like this. Amos. Let's see, Amos 9 and 11. And it reads, and that day will I raise up the tabernacle. This is a promise. This is a promise that we've been speaking about. And that day I will raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up him, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as the days of old. That's that tabernacle of David. Acts 15:16. After this I will return and will build again the tabernacles of David, which is fallen down, and I will build again the ruins thereof, and all will I set up. Isaiah 14 and 18. And it reads, all the kings of the nation, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as a remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of the evildoers shall never be renowned. Let's see. Salaki, man, forgive me, man. I'm getting a little deepy here. So I'm not going to continue like that, man. I don't want to, be messing up words and things like that. Take me a quick nap if I can. Abarak desire edify with that quick lesson and say, Call hello Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekak Radash, Shalom again, and salutations, double honors to the elder apostle, great millstone, and Shalom to the elect, Shalom.